children, now we will solve in text problem, that is question page number 102, question number 5. The question is of type: during an experiment, a signal from a spaceship reached the ground station in 5 minutes. What was the distance of the spaceship from the ground station? And the signal travels at the speed of the light is what? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So what is the things, children? Here a signal from a space ship has reached to the ground in 5 minutes of duration. So for example, it is what? Timing has given. What are the given things? Time has given, that is what? 5 minutes. And also they has given speed of the signal, that is equals to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Calculate his distance, isn't it? The question is what? We need to calculate the distance. First, in order to calculate distance, what is the formula, children? Speed is nothing but a distance divided by time. But here timing has given in minutes. First we need to convert it into seconds. Convert to seconds this first, because we want time in seconds. So 1 minute contains 60 seconds. So multiply with 60, which is equals to 300 seconds. The timing is what now? 300 seconds. Let us take formula. What is that, children? Speed is equals to distance divided by time taken. But what we want here? Distance we wanted to calculate. So cross multiply this. Nothing but this formula can be written as distance is equals to speed into time. Speed into, what is that? Time. What is the speed value, children? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Then what is the time? It has converted to seconds. That is what? 300 seconds. So 3 into 300. How much, children? 900 into 10 to the power of 8 meters. Because seconds get cancelled. Meter has left. This can also be written as a 9 into 10 to the power of square into this 900. We can write into 100, isn't it? 9 into 100 means 900, or 9 into 10 to the power of square means same. That is what? 900, and same 10 to the power of 8 meter, which is equals to what? 9 into, multiply the exponents, children. 2 plus 8. How much? 10 to the power of 10 meters is the distance. What is the distance it has to travel, children? 9 into 10 to the power of 10 meters it has to travel. Got it? Understand, children? It's a very simple. In the question they asked that a signal from the spaceship, it has traveled to the ground by taking a time of 5 minutes. Then what is the distance it has traveled? If the speed is what? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter second. Using the formula speed is equals to distance divided by time, we will get a what? The value, the distance value 9 into 10 to the power of 10 meters. Understand? Okay, now we will move to another example. Children, now we will solve one more problem, that is page number 103, question number 2. Isn't it, children? What is this question? This is what first we will solve with question number 2. Here, a bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds of time. Find the acceleration of the bus. What is the question, children? The question is, the bus is decreasing its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour by taking a time of 5 seconds. See, children, the timing has clearly mentioned in seconds. But what about its velocity? That is what they have given in a kilometer per hour. First you need to convert that it into meter per second. Then with that help we can get solve the acceleration value. That is by using a formula A is equals to V minus U divided by T. Using this formula we can calculate a what? Acceleration. So what is the solution, children? The solution is initial velocity U is equals to 80 kilometer per hour. Here we want to convert it into seconds. So kilometer means 1000. 1000 equals to 1 kilometer, no? Yes, 1000 meters is equals to 1 kilometer. Then hour means 3600 seconds. So 80 into 1000 meters, nothing but a, what is that? 1 kilometer divided by hour, no? How many seconds? In 1 hour, 3600 seconds. So what we will get, children, here? That is these two zero get cancelled. 800 divided by 36. 800 divided by 36. You can go directly or simple. That is 1 and 8, 4, 0, 9, 2, isn't it? Then 9 1, 9 2, 18, 2 left, once again 2, and point you take 22.22, it will recurs. What is the value? 22.22. So what is the initial velocity in terms of a meter per second, children? 22.2 meter per second. 22. You can take 2 digits, no problem. In the same way, let us calculate final velocity. That is V is equals to 60 kilometer per hour. Isn't it, children? So when we convert this into seconds, 60 into, do same, 60 into 1000 divided by 3600, which is nothing but a 20 cancelled. What is left? 600 divided by 36. 6 6 6 10 6 1 6 1. Then what is left? 4. Then 6. Yes, 6 6 36. What? So what is that? Here 40. Once again 4 left. 0.6. Isn't it? 16.6. You can take 66 meter per second is the final velocity. So what is the V value, children? 16.66 meter per second. The timing is what? How much timing, children? That is 5 seconds. In the question they have mentioned it as a 5 seconds. So using formula A is equals to V minus U divided by T. So now we will substitute the values. A is equals to, what is the V value? 16.66 minus, what is the U value? 22.22 divided by, what is the T value? 5. Isn't it, children? After substituting the initial and the final velocity, we will get this. So now do subtraction of this, children. That is, we'll make a rough work here. 22.22 minus 16.66. So how much? That is 12 minus 6. We left out with 6. 11 minus 6, 5. 11 minus 6, 5. And here is what? 0. Isn't it? 5.56. But you have to take that in a negative sign. Minus 5.56 divided by 5. So now do with cancellation with 5 anja, 5 anja, 0.1, then 1, isn't it? So what is left? Minus 1.11 meter per second square. This is the unit of acceleration, children. Always you should write their units. So what is the acceleration, children? Minus 1.11 meter per second square. Is the acceleration. Here the negative sign indicates that the acceleration is one of a kind retardation, means negative acceleration or deceleration you can say. So the negative signs indicates that it is moving in a opposite direction. Negative acceleration we will say. If we got acceleration in terms of with a negative sign, that is called as a retardation or negative acceleration. Got it, children? Okay, it's a very simple. I'll explain. A bus is decreasing its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in a time of 5 seconds. Calculate the acceleration is the question. So since the time we need it is in a seconds, we need to convert the velocity in terms of a meter per second. So 80 into 1000. 1000 is nothing but here kilometer. Means 1000 meter is equals to 1 kilometer, and similarly 1 hour contain 3600 seconds. By solving that, you will get a initial velocity as a 22.22 meter per second, then final velocity 16.66 meter per second. Next, using the formula acceleration is equals to v minus u divided by t, you will get a minus 1.1 meter per second square is the negative acceleration. Is it understand, children? Okay. Then now we will solve one more problem from the same page number 103. That is third question. A train starting from a railway station and moving with uniform acceleration attains a speed 40 km per hour in 10 minutes. Find its acceleration. The question is very simple, children. Here a train starts from rest and it will gain some velocity is the question. And they have given timing value as a 10 minutes. Isn't it, children? So its initial velocity. It is moving with the initial velocity. No, it starts from rest. So u is found to be 0. At rest, its speed is what? 0. So velocity is what, children, here? 0. It attains some speed, that is 40 km per hour. 40 km per hour, isn't it? And timing they have given it as a 10 minutes. So first we need to convert these two in seconds, children. This is what? Meter per second, and timing in a second, in order to calculate acceleration. So how we'll write, children, convert, children? 40 into 1000, because kilometer has got converted into meter. Then hour, 1 hour contains 3600 seconds, isn't it? So what is left? 40, that is 400 divided by 36. Zeros get cancelled. What is left? That is 400 divided by 36. You can take, that is 4, that is 2 1s are 2 8s are 2s are 0, 2 9s are 2 10s are, then 9 1s are 9 1s are 9, then once again you take 1s are, it will continues. So what is value, children? V is equals to 11.1 meter per second. The next, convert this into seconds. T is equals to 10. Nothing but 60 seconds, which is equals to 600 seconds. So using formula, which formula we need to use, children? We have to take A is equals to V minus U divided by T. Now substitute the given values. What is that? A is equals to V. V is what? 11.1. Then minus 0. 1 you can take, children. It continues, no problem. Two digits you can take. Then what is the t value? 600. So which is equals to 11.11 divided by 600. Isn't it, children? Because 11.11 minus 0 means the same value you will get. So this 11.1111 can also be written as 111 divided by 100. One and both the same, children, which is equals to 11.11. This can also be written as in this way, no problem, isn't it? So how can we write this now? 1111 divided by 600 into 100, because it went to denominator. So which is equals to 111 divided by 6. What is left? 10 to the power of 4 zeros. Isn't it, children? So what is that? When we divide this, we'll make a rough work. That is 6 into 6 1 ja 6. What is left? 5. Let us take one more. Then 6 10 ja, it's not going. 6 9 ja 6 8 ja 48 it will go. Isn't it? What is left? 3. Then 1 ja 6 5 ja 31. Let us take point here. 0 1 ja. So what is that? 185.1. So when you divide that, what is the value? 185.1 into 1 into 10 to the power of, it goes to numerator, means it changes its sign to negative, isn't it? So when you multiply 185.1 into 10 to the power of minus 2, you will get it as a 1.851 into 10 to the power of minus 2, or even you can write it as a 0.0185 meter per second square. Isn't it, children? One and the both same. So the acceleration is what? 0.0185 meter per second square, or 1.851 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter per second square. Isn't it? The value can be written in this way or in this way also. Both are correct. Got it, children? It's a very simple. They have given clearly said that it is moving from a rest to, it is gains some velocity. So its initial velocity will be, if it is at rest means always you have to take 0 value. Final velocity, it has given in kilometer per hour, convert for into seconds, you will get 11.11 meter per second. Then timing they have mentioned in a minutes, so convert it into seconds, you will get 600 seconds. Then acceleration we want to calculate. Now use the formula, A is equals to V minus U divided by T. So after substituting all the values and dividing, you will get A equals to 1.85 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter per second square, or 0.0185 into 10 to the power of minus meter per second square. Is it clear, children? Okay. Now we will solve one more problem, that is, a bus starting from rest moves with a uniform acceleration of a 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. We need to calculate the speed acquired in the distance travelled here. This is what question from page number 109, that is first question. Clearly they are saying that, let us imagine this is what? Bus, isn't it? It is starting from rest, then its initial velocity will be 0. We need to calculate its speed, means it will travel slow, and that speed, nothing but in terms of a v, we have to calculate. And the second part of that question is what? Distance, nothing but a s you have to calculate. So what are the given data, children? Acceleration A is equals to 0.1 meter per second square. Then time T is equals to how much? 2 minutes. See children, then speed V is equals to question mark and distance traveled S is equals to question mark. We need to calculate these two. See here, when you look at the time value children, it has given in terms of minutes. First you have to convert this into seconds. Means 2 into 120, sorry, 2 into 60, which is equals to 120 seconds. So in terms of a seconds, what is the timing value children? 120 seconds. Now let us solve the first problem. Speed we need to calculate. So let us use first equation of a motion. This is what? Formula. V is equals to U plus AT. With this help, we will calculate V value. Now substitute U value 0 plus A value is what? 0.1. Then T is 120, isn't it? So 0, no value. This 0.1 can be written as 1 divided by 10. 1 and both same children. Into 120, 0, 0 get cancelled. What is left? 12. This is what? Speed. And the unit of velocity is what? Meter per second. So what is the speed children? This is 12 meter per second is its final speed you can say, or final velocity. And let us solve the second one with the help of a second equation, that is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Now substitute values children. U 0, 120, T means, then half acceleration 0.1, isn't it, into what is that? T 120 whole square, isn't it? So 0 you will get, anything multiplied with 0 you will get a 0. So write it same. 1 by 2 into 1 divided by 10. This 120 square can also be written as a 120 into 120, isn't it children? 120 into 120. Now cancellation of this 0 and 2 1 ja 2 6 ja. 120 into 6, what is that children? You can write here 6 into 120, nothing but a 720. What is the distance unit? Meter. So the distance travelled by it is what? 720 meter. Is it clear children? In the question this asked that a bus starts from a rest and moves with a uniform acceleration of a 0.1 meter per second square. If in such a case, that is, calculate the speed and distance with the help of a timing 2 minutes. Here it has given in a minutes. First convert it to seconds, because 1 minute contains 60 seconds. So multiply, do with that. Then with that value, use first equation of a motion, that is V is equals to U plus AT. Here after substituting, you will get a speed which is equals to 12 meter per second. And in the same manner, let us use another equation of a motion, that is what? S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Once again substitute all the values, you will get a S is equals to 720 meter. Is it clear children? Okay, next we will move with the second problem. Children, now we will solve the problem from page number 110, that is question number 2nd. That is, a train is travelling at a speed of 90 km per hour. What is that children? Here a train is moving with a speed called 90 km per hour. And the brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Here it is moving with a negative acceleration. It means that retardation, deceleration is going to occur. Because of that, the acceleration sign got changed. It has taken it as a negative. And find how far the train will go before it brought to rest. For example, children, here, let us, this is what question number 2nd. Let us find solution for that. This, imagine a train is moving from one point to at this some point. it has attained a negative acceleration. Say negative, what is that value children? Minus 0.5 meter per second square. And since it is moving from beginning point, means its initial point was at here, it has moving with the initial speed, how much? 90 kilometer per hour. So what the question is, what we need to find out, how much far it has traveled from this point to somewhere point. We need to calculate the distance here. As we know, if an object or the same train is moving from point here to here, its initial velocity was 90 kilometer per hour. So after reaching at somewhere point, its final velocity means it is becoming to rest, means at that time its final velocity, it is going to stop. Its velocity decreases to 0 and the acceleration value is what? Minus 0.5 meter per second square. We need to calculate how much distance is present between these two. Okay. Now let us take, that is initial velocity u is equals to 90 kilometer per hour. So children, always I told, if they has given in a kilometer per hour, convert that into meter per second. So what we have to do children? 90 kilometer, nothing but 1000 divided by hours. In 1 hour, 3600 seconds. So after this calculation, that is cancellation, these two, isn't it? 900 divided by 36. Okay. Now 1 ja, 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja, 3 3 ja, isn't it? 3 4 ja, 3 10 ja. So what is left? 100 divided by 4. So still it goes 4 1 ja, 4 2 ja, 8. 2 remained, isn't it children? Then 4 5 ja, 20. So what is the value? That is initial velocity when it got converted into meter per second. What is that? 25 meter per second. And it is moving with the acceleration, that is what? Minus 0.5 meter per second square. And the final velocity is what? 0. Isn't it children? And for this we need to calculate distance in terms of s, we need to calculate. So when you look at or after looking all these given data children, which formula will come in our mind? Yes, very good. What is that? V square is equals to u square plus 2as. The third equation of a motion, what is that? From formula, V square is equals to u square plus 2as. Because why we are using here means, this formula means we know V value, we know u value, and a acceleration value also know, and what we need to calculate? Only s, isn't it children? So when we use this formula, it is very easy to solve that. Okay, now substitute all the values. Substitute the given values. What is V square children? 0 square. U square, nothing but a 25 square plus 2. What is this acceleration value? Minus 0.5. Yes, we don't know. Take it as it is, isn't it? So 0, 25 square can be written as 25 into 25. That is what? Plus into minus. Minus 2 into 0.5. Yes, you can write, isn't it? If this negative goes this side means it changes its sign. So what is that? Positive it becomes 2 into 0.5 into s is equals to, what is the left? 25 into 25. So what is this children? This can be written as s is equals to 25 into 25 divided by 2 into 0.5. 0.5 can also be written as a 5 divided by 10 children, because even you can do here, isn't it? 0.5 is equals to 5 divided by 10. So this 10 goes to numerator, means here we have to write. Understanding, children? Okay. Now 2 ones are 2 5s are 5 ones are 5 ones are 25 25s are 625. What is that, children? The answer is 625 meter. So therefore, what is the distance it has traveled? 625 meters. It has traveled this much of a distance. Is it clear, children? Okay, once again I'll explain. In the question they asked that an object, that is what, train is moving from a point with an initial velocity 90 km per hour to some way. Isn't it, children? And at the time the train's speed decreases, because of that velocity got 0, and acceleration, it is moving with negative acceleration, means speed decreases here, and means opposite here, isn't it? Opposite to the motion of an object here, and minus 0.5 meter per second square. Now first we need to convert this into meter per second. We'll get a 25 meter per second. Then we need to use the formula v square equals to u square plus 2as. After substituting all the given values, we will get the distance. S is equals to 625 meter. Is it clear, children? Okay, now we will solve another problem. Children, the third question. A trolley while going down an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 centimeter per second square. What will be its velocity 3 seconds after the start? The question is a very simple, children. Here, a trolley while going down an inclined plane. Let us imagine this is a what? Inclined plane. A trolley somewhere here, isn't it? It has an acceleration. At this moment, it gains an acceleration. Means it moves with a acceleration 2 centimeter per second square. Isn't it, children? What will be its velocity 3 seconds after the start? Means timing what? 3 seconds has given, and after the start. So its initial velocity what? 0. We need to calculate its final velocity. Since it is moving from this point, means the initial velocity will be a 0, and when it reaches at this point, means the final velocity we need to calculate. So which formula we need to use, children? Here acceleration given, time given, initial velocity, and a final velocity we need to calculate. So what are the given data? That is acceleration 2 centimeter per second square, and what is the timing? Time is equals to 3 seconds. Initial velocity is 0, and final velocity we need to calculate. So formula let us take. A is equals to V minus U divided by T. Isn't it, children? So what we wanted here, this formula can be rewritten as AT is equals to V minus U, which can be written as, in terms of a V is equals to AT plus U. Now substitute the values. Now substitute the values. What we will get? V, we need to calculate. What is A value? 2, and T is what? 3 plus 0, which is equals to 6 meter per second. So the velocity after 3 seconds is what? 6 meter per second. With this velocity, it is moving. Isn't it, children? Yes, here they has given in a centimeter. So we can write it in terms of a what? Centimeter per second. Understand, children? Okay. Now we will move with the fourth question from the same page number 110. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after its start? Here clearly they has given that a car, that is racing car, is moving with this acceleration of 4 meter per second square in a time 10 seconds after it starts. Means its initial velocity here comes 0. For this given data, we need to calculate the distance. Okay, let me explain with the figure, children. Example, that is, imagine here a car is there, isn't it? It moves with some acceleration. What is that? 4 meter per second square. In how much time? The timing has given, what is that? 10 seconds. After it starts, means its initial velocity will be a 0. So what is this distance it has covered? We need to calculate. So what are the given things, children? That is, acceleration is equals to 4 meter per second square. Time t is equals to 10 seconds. Then initial velocity, in short form I have written, children, 0, and the distance it has covered, s is equals to how much? So when we after looking all these given data, children, which formula comes in your mind? That is what? Second equation of a motion. What is that? S is equals to ut plus half at square. A we know, d we know, and v we know. So with the help of the third equation, that is S is equals to ut plus half at square, we can calculate S value, isn't it, children? Now substitute the values. S is equals to, what is the u? 0. What is the time? 10 plus half. What is the acceleration? 4 into time. What is that? 10 square. So anything multiplied with a 0, we will get it as a 0 only, plus 2 ones are 2 twos are, isn't it? 2. 10 square means 100, no? Yes. What is that? 2 into 100, 200 meter. What is the unit of a distance, children? S is what? Unit is 1 meter. So the distance, how much it has covered, children, after 10 seconds? 200 meter distance it has covered. Is it clear, children? Okay, once again I'll explain. That is, a car starts from an initial point, that is 0, with velocity to some distance. It will travels with an acceleration of a 4 meter per second square in a given amount of a time. How much? 10 seconds. Substituting all the given data in the second equation of a motion, that is S is equals to ut plus half at square, we will get the distance value. S is equals to 200 meter. Is it clear? Okay, next we will move with the fifth question. Children, now we will solve, that is what? Fifth question. A stone is thrown in a vertical upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second. Means here a stone is thrown vertically upward direction, means in the upward direction a stone is moving with the what? 5 meter per second. If the acceleration of the stone during its motion is 10 meter per second square in the downward direction. See, children, here a stone is moving in the upward direction, whereas the acceleration is acting towards what? Ground. Means downward acceleration is acting. And what will be the height attained by the stone, and also calculate how much time will it reach there. Isn't it, children? This is what our question. For example, that is what? Solution. Imagine, children, here this is what? A stone. It is moving with what? Velocity v is equals to 5 meter per second. It travels some distance and stops at this point. So at this point its velocity what? 0, isn't it? And for this acceleration is acting. How much? What is the acceleration, children? S, 10 meter per second square. 10 meter per second square. So children, here when an object is moving in the upward direction, clearly they mentioned that this stone is moving vertically upward direction. So the negative acceleration is acting on it, children, because the force of gravity, the earth's gravitational force acts this stone to come downwards. So negative acceleration acts on it. Because of this reason, you have to take a acceleration as a negative, because the stone is moving upwards whereas the acceleration is downwards. So the sign will change us. While explaining the theory, I have discussed this. When an object is moving opposite to the direction of the acceleration, the sign of the acceleration changes to negative. Isn't it, children? Okay. Now for this, we need to calculate the distance s, or in terms of a height, isn't it, children? Then time you have to calculate. So first, in order to calculate its distance, children, here distance is nothing but a height, isn't it, children? So with the help of these given data, which formulas we need to use, children? S, what is that? S is equals to, V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. Because from this equation we can find the height value, nothing but a distance value we can get. Isn't it, children? This is what? Formula. To calculate distance, we need to use this formula. What is that? Now substitute the values. What is V square? Nothing but a 0 square. U is what? 5. Directly they has given meter per second. So no need to convert that into any seconds here. Square plus 2 into minus 10. Because negative acceleration acts on it. And S you have to take 0. This is 0 square means 0. Then 5. 25 minus 20. Yes. So when this negative sign goes this side means 20. Yes. Sign will changes to positive. And what is left? 25. Therefore, S can be written as 25 divided by 20. This goes to denominator, no? So 20. 5 fours are 5 fives are 4 ones are 4 ones are, isn't it? 1 has remained. 1 point let us take, isn't it? Yes, if you take 1 0 once again, what? 4 twos are it's going, isn't it, children? So 4 twos are 8, 2 has remained, so 5. So what is that? 1.25 meter is the height. Therefore the height, nothing but a distance, how much it traveled, children? 1.25 meter it has traveled. With this height or distance it has traveled. This stone has traveled with this height. Up to this much of a height it has traveled. In this question, one more we need to calculate. What is that? Time. So here, which formulas now we have to use, children? Simple. V is equals to U plus 80. To calculate time, let us use formula V is equals to U plus 80. Isn't it, children? So, what is the V value? 0. U value 5 plus, what is the A value? Minus 10 T as it is. So, 0, 5 minus 10 T. If this minus goes this side means to left hand side means it changes its sign to positive. Then what is left? 5. Nothing but a T is equals to 5 divided by 10. So, this is what a very small, isn't it, children? So, this can be written as a 0.5 seconds. Therefore, what is the time value, children? T is equals to 0.5 seconds. So, how much time it has taken, children? In a 0.5 seconds it has taken to reach 1.25 meters of a height. Is it clear? Okay, once again I will explain, children. Here in the question, a stone is moving vertically upwards. Means imagine the stone goes upward direction. For such an object, an acceleration acts towards the down. Means downwards earth gravitational force acts on it. So, it changes its sign to negative. And for this, we need to calculate distance, nothing but a height we have to calculate and time taken. Now, to calculate the height, let us use the equation V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Then we will get a height. S is equals to 1.25 meter. Here don't get confused. Height and distance in this case is both are same. Okay. Next, to calculate time, let us use one more equation, that is V is equals to U plus AT. After substituting all the values, the time value you will get what? 0.5 seconds. Understand, children? Okay. Children, all these problems practice 2 times, 3 times until and unless you are perfect. Then only we can able to solve easily the next exercise problems. Is it clear?